Imagine walking into a hospital 1,000 years ago. The scene would be almost unrecognizable compared to what you'd find today. No beeping monitors, no white-coated doctors rushing between rooms. Medicine has taken a journey through thousands of years, a story filled with discovery, mistakes, wild theories, and breakthroughs that have changed how humans live and die. So how did we get from ancient herbal remedies to organ transplants and robotic surgery? The story of medicine is about more than just science. It's about trial and error, about culture and belief, and it's about the relentless quest to heal a suffering body. Let's rewind way back, long before hospitals, long before microscopes. Early humans had to figure out how to handle illness and injury using what they had at hand. Imagine a prehistoric hunter who breaks his arm. The group might splint it with sticks and tie it up with animal sinew. Or maybe if someone in the group notices certain plants ease pain or speed up healing, those plants become prized remedies. These earliest medicinal practices were a blend of observation, experiment, and a heavy dose of spiritual belief. Ancient Egypt gives us some of the first written records of medicine. From papyrus scrolls, we learn that Egyptian healers believed disease was caused by spirits invading the body or by imbalances in its internal fluids. They used surgery, herbs, and prayers. If a cut became infected, they might pack it with honey, a natural antiseptic, although they wouldn't have known about bacteria. Egyptian medicine was intertwined with religion, but it achieved remarkable sophistication for its time. Some surgical instruments found in tombs look surprisingly modern. Move forward to ancient Greece, and we enter the age of Hippocrates. Hippocrates is often called the father of medicine. He and his followers started something revolutionary. They tried to separate medicine from superstition, insisting that disease had natural causes and could be observed and studied. The human body, they thought, was ruled by 4 fluids: blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile. If these humors were out of balance, sickness would follow. This idea may seem odd now, but it laid the groundwork for thinking about disease as something that could be understood, predicted, even treated. Around the same time, other cultures had their own medical systems. In ancient India, Ayurvedic medicine emphasized balance. In China, herbal remedies and acupuncture were already centuries old, based on concepts of energy, qi flowing through the body. People relied on a rich mix of herbal knowledge, therapy, and ritual. Each tradition was shaped by the world around it, but all shared a common goal: to prevent, understand, and relieve human suffering. Let's zoom in to Rome. Claudius Galen, a Greek physician who worked in Rome, carried Hippocrates' theories forward. Galen dissected animals to learn about anatomy. Human dissection was forbidden. He wrote a vast library of medical texts, and his ideas would dominate European medicine for well over 1,000 years. If you went to a doctor in medieval Europe, they might quote Galen: "Try to rebalance your humors with leeches or bloodletting and prescribe plant-based potions." The reasoning wasn't always right, but the intention was universal. Do whatever it takes to bring the patient back to health. But change was coming. Fast forward to the Renaissance, a time bursting with curiosity and new ideas. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci studied the human body and left behind detailed anatomical drawings. Andreas Vesalius published the first accurate illustrated book on human anatomy by carefully dissecting cadavers. For the first time, the secrets of the body were mapped with precision, and old assumptions began to fall away. Yet for all this progress, hospitals were still dangerous places. Before the 19th century, surgery often led to deadly infections, and no one really understood why. That changed with a peculiar-looking piece of glassware, the microscope. In the 17th century, Antony van Leeuwenhoek peered through his lenses and found a hidden world of tiny living creatures. But it would take another 2 centuries for doctors to connect these animalcules with disease. In the mid-1800s, an English doctor named John Snow made a critical observation in London. During a deadly cholera outbreak, he mapped out cases and they traced them to a contaminated water pump. Disease, he argued, was not caused by bad air or miasma, as most believed, but by something in the water. This was the dawn of modern epidemiology, using data and observation to track and understand disease. Around the same time, a Hungarian doctor named Ignaz Semmelweis noticed that women giving birth in hospitals died far more often from childbed fever than those who delivered at home. He found that when his medical students washed their hands with a chlorine solution, deaths plummeted. The link between cleanliness and infection wasn't accepted immediately. Many doctors resisted the suggestion that their own hands were spreading disease. Still, Semmelweis's work laid the foundation for the germ theory of disease. That theory, that tiny organisms invisible to the naked eye could cause infections, would transform medicine forever. With the work of Louis Pasteur and Joseph Lister, the idea spread that sterilizing surgical instruments and wounds could prevent infection. Suddenly, surgery became much safer. The risk of dying from a routine operation dropped dramatically. Hospitals began to look less like death traps and more like centers of healing. But medicine's most dramatic transformation came with the birth of modern pharmacology. For most of human history, pain was treated with herbs or alcohol. In the 19th century, chemists isolated morphine from opium, giving doctors a powerful new tool against pain. Quinine, extracted from bark, offered relief from malaria. Soon after, the era of vaccines began. Smallpox had long been one of humanity's most feared killers. The practice of vaccination, introducing a tiny amount of the disease to build immunity, eradicated smallpox from the planet. Other vaccines followed, saving millions of lives each year. As the 20th century dawned, another discovery rocked medicine: antibiotics. It started with a moldy petri dish. Sir Alexander Fleming noticed that bacteria wouldn't grow near a certain mold, penicillium. From that, he developed penicillin, the world's first true antibiotic. Suddenly, infections that once meant certain death could be cured with a pill. This discovery, followed by streptomycin, tetracycline, and many more, turned bacterial infections from a death sentence into a nuisance for much of the population. The last 100 years have seen advances come faster than ever. Imaging technologies, X-rays, CT scans, MRI, let doctors look inside the living body without surgery. Organ transplants turned fatal diseases into treatable ones. The structure of DNA was unraveled, opening the door to the genetic era of medicine. Doctors can now prescribe drugs tailored to an individual's genetic code, or edit faulty genes using CRISPR. New treatments are built on a foundation of centuries of trial, error, and reason. But even now, the journey isn't over. New challenges keep emerging: antibiotic resistance, global pandemics, the health impacts of climate change. And yet, the history of medicine tells us something inspiring. While cures and treatments change, the drive to heal has always been a defining human pursuit. If you visit a modern hospital, you'll see evidence of that ancient effort everywhere, from the clean, bright corridors to the complex machines whirring in the background. The lessons learned from each era, sometimes from disastrous failures, sometimes from moments of brilliance, become part of the toolkit future generations will use. Each new discovery stands on a mountain of old ideas, reshaped and refined over time. Imagine what medicine might look like 100 years from now. Will doctors consult supercomputers to design individualized therapies on the spot? Will new pandemics be stopped with the click of a button thanks to rapid data sharing and vaccine development? Or will the most important progress still come from the simplest habits? Washing hands, sharing information, listening to patients. Throughout history, every medical advance has started with a question. Why do people get sick? How can they be healed? The story of medicine is in that endless search for answers. From herbal poultices in sun-baked fields to robotic arms stitching wounds in bright operating rooms, every era has added a new chapter to the story. Next time you take a pill, visit a doctor, or even put a bandage on a cut, you're participating in that saga. You're benefiting from thousands of years of experiment and innovation. Medicine wasn't always about white coats and laboratories. It began with wonder, necessity, and sometimes desperation times. So much of what seems obvious now, washing hands, using clean tools, giving vaccines, was once met with skepticism or disbelief. Today's scientific certainties can become tomorrow's obsolete theories. But that's the nature of progress. It's a journey, not a finish line. The history of medicine reveals something profound about human nature. No matter how much changes, culture, technology, even what we believe about the body, the one constant is our desire to heal suffering. That impulse has survived plagues, wars, and disasters. It's built civilizations, shaped science, and it continues to challenge us to ask better questions. We may never know all the answers, but the search itself is what drives medicine forward. And the next chapter is still being written.